Mhm. Uh, the location of the meeting, Putin-Trump meeting, is highly significant both for the United States and Russia. Could the meeting go beyond the topic of peace in Ukraine and address other things, say armed treaties, nuclear weapons, and even the exploration of the Arctic region?
You're absolutely right. I think that the choice of Alaska as a place for summit is quite deliberate. First, geographically, Alaska is the closest American state to Russia. There is less than 4 kilometers between Alaska and the Russian land across the Bering Strait. Just less than 4 kilometers. So it symbolizes the closeness of both countries. We are neighbors with the United States. Secondly, Alaska is Arctic. And Arctic is a very promising and lucrative area for US-Russian cooperation. We are both Arctic countries. We are both interested in peaceful development of the Arctic. We are both interested in controlling military buildup in the Arctic, right? And not interested in uncontrollable confrontation and uncontrollable arms race. We are interested in scientific research, in joint exploration of the Arctic, which is being opened, which is opening due to the melting of the Arctic ice and due to the climate change. By the way, climate change is a huge challenge for both countries, right? And especially for Russia, because melting of the permafrost changes all the infrastructure in the Arctic. It changes the sea line, and so on and so forth. The United States also faces these challenges, to a less extent, but still. Anyway, we are interested in cooperation in the Arctic, and the summit in Alaska emphasizes this Arctic dimension. You mentioned arms control. You are absolutely right. You can't imagine a full-fledged summit between Russia and the United States without arms control. We are both nuclear superpowers, especially in the current environment, which is quite dangerous environment, because the New START treaty, the only remaining strategic arms control treaty between Russia and the United States, is expiring, and it will expire in half a year. So it's very unlikely that we will be able to elaborate something new in the remaining time. And already now we need to discuss actually how to live, how to avoid arms race without traditional big arms control, strategic arms control treaty. Medium range missiles. The United States and the Trump administration is going to deploy medium range and intermediate range missiles in Asia and in Europe. This is a challenge for Russia. Russia claims that it could do likewise. So this issue is to be discussed, basically. Conventional arms control. When the war in Ukraine ends, we will have to approach the military stand-up between NATO and Russia and military build-up on both sides, which is quite dangerous. So, because no one is interested in direct war, in great power war. So we have to control our conventional armed forces. We have to ensure predictability, confidence building measures between NATO and Russia, the United States and Russia. So I'm talking about both nuclear arms control and conventional arms control. These are very, very important issues to be discussed. Of course, they won't be resolved, in Alaska itself, but at least the process will need to be started to discuss those issues in a very serious and comprehensive way.